Police Commissioner, Mr. Adams Audu, stated that given the high spate of violence and insecurity in the state, the command has decided to establish a synergy with the community to familiarize with them on issues challenging them.
We want you to be part of us to be part of you. So collectively, we have a common front and we have peace.
In their various remarks, Special Advisor to the Governor on Industrial and Labor Relations, Bogabu Basi Kwembe, among other participants, commended the new Commissioner of Police for the determination in curbing crime in the state. Some of the participants solicited for cooperation from the general public as well as the police force. The Benue State Police Command later displayed 7 cars which were alleged to have been apprehended from hoodlums who specialize in car snatching at a hideout in Apagila, Audu local government area of Benue State. In Makudi, Eunice Nilta, NTA News.
With the return of peace in Ibi local government area of Taraba State, the suspended local government council has been recalled by the State House of Assembly. Correspondent reports that the sole administrator, Bello Yero, appointed 6 months ago following the suspension of the leadership of the council in the wake of the communal crisis that led to the loss of lives and property, has handed over to the substantive chairman, with stakeholders calling for the sustenance of the prevailing peace. The report.
Following the return of peace and normalcy, the Taraba State House of Assembly reinstated the suspended Ibi Local Government Council, headed by the chairman, Ishaku Masu Adamu. In compliance with the House resolution, the sole administrator, who was posted to the area last December to restore peace after the November sectarian crisis that claimed lives and property, officially handed over the affairs of the council to the recalled leadership. The sole administrator, Alhaji Bello Yero, while handing over to the head of service of the local government, Lawa Tuku Bakundi, who stood in for the returning chairman, commended the level of support and cooperation accorded to him by the local government staff and the entire people, which resulted to restoration of peace and stability. In his speech, the recalled chairman thanked the outgoing sole administrator for the service rendered with a promise to continue from where he stopped. The chief of Ibi, Alhaji Abubakar Salihu Damba Wuro, called on the people of the area to put the ugly incident behind them and support government to achieve its lofty development program by being peace-loving. He promised to support the reinstated council leadership to achieve the needed success.
Sign off. Youths in Nigeria have been advised to be in the vanguard of a peaceful and united country to guarantee sustainable development across the nation. The chairman, Christian Association of Nigeria, Taraba State, Right Reverend Timothy Yahya, gave the advice at the National Bible Study Conference of the Anglican Youth Fellowship, AYF, in Nigeria, held in Jalingo. Correspondent Elizabeth Usain-Smith reports.
The National Convention of the Anglican Youth Fellowship AYF, held at the Cathedral Church of Christ in Jalingo, had delegates drawn from 160 dioceses across the country. The Taraba State CAN chairman and the Bishop, Anglican Communion, Diocese of Jalingo, Right Reverend Timothy Yahya, said, "The Word of God is a perfect manual that patterns a life of uprightness, urging the youth to embrace it as their companion." Bishop Yahya, who was invested as the national patron of the AYF, in his sermon at the conference on the theme, Redeeming the Time, advised the youth to be guided by the Word of God towards being courageous to stand for the truth at all times. The national president of the Anglican Youth Fellowship, Mr. Eze Chukwu Ebuka, said the Bible study conference emphasized the significance of commitment to meaningful ventures and the need for discipline in the Christendom as a pillar in handling issues of life. The conference was rounded up with a colorful display by the Boys Brigade of the Anglican Diocese of Jalingo. In Jalingo, Elizabeth Usain-Smith, NTA News.
And that does it from Makudi. It's back to Ronke in Abuja for more on NTA Nationwide.
Thank you, Susan. Egypt on edge as President Mohamed Morsi defies ultimatum to resign. Plus, Syrian opposition threatens to target Shiite villages. This and more on Global Tidbits with Chimdima Undubisi.
The Egyptian president, Mohamed Morsi, has rebuffed ultimatum to resign from protesters and the army to remain in office. This confrontation is pushing the government closer to the brink, with some of its ministers tendering letters of resignation. The army says there is no coup. However, the opposition promised more protests unless Morsi resigns. And from South Africa, two former presidents, Nelson Mandela and de Klerk, who fought the apartheid era, are both suffering ill health, while Syrian rebels in the northern province of Aleppo have threatened to seize two villages supporting President al-Assad unless they surrender. That's Global Tidbits. Chimdima Ndubisi, NTA News.
And our sport. Nigerian golfer outtimed their Ghanaian counterparts at an international match played as Brazil receives commendation for successful hosting of 2013 Confederation Cup amidst protest. Details on Sports Update with Kene Emabodike.
Golf and Country Club of Benue State defeated Tema Golf Club of Ghana by 59 points to 36 to lift the trophy of the maiden international match played between both teams. The 36-hole competition, which climaxed Sunday in Accra, saw the visitors taking the lead on day one in the doubles play and selling victory on day two in the single play. The victory marks the second for Tukpo Club in Ghana, having defeated Achimota Golf Club Accra in 2010.
So I think it's been an excellent interaction, good company, and good game.
Ahead of Saturday's African Nations Championship qualifier clash against Cote d'Ivoire, the Super Eagles of Nigeria continued their training as scheduled at the training pitch of the Abuja National Stadium. Rotimi Ajilade, who was at their Tuesday morning's training, reports that 23 of the 24 invited players are available, as last invitee Haruna Babalu of El Kanemi was being awaited due to communication problems. Ethiopia's national football team has been stripped of 3 points for fielding an ineligible player, Meya Hile Bayene, on June 8 in the 2014 FIFA World Cup qualifier 2-1 win against Botswana, handing a lifeline to Bafana Bafana of South Africa, who are trailing by 2 points in Group A ahead of the final round of group qualifying matches in September. Encomiums have continued to pour on the Brazilian government in the wake of the successful hosting of 2013 FIFA Confederations Cup. However, FIFA President Sepp Blatter and three-time Ballon d'Or winner Ronaldo de Lima believe that a quick resolution over the protests will soon be reached as the country prepares to host the World Cup in 2014. With Sports Update, Kenaima Bodike, NTA News.
Next is a look at weather picture across the country. And just before we go, remember, protecting lives and property should not be left to the hands of law enforcement agents alone. We have a responsibility to ensure peace and tranquility in our nation. We thank you for joining us on News Nationwide on NTA Network. Remember, there'll be more reports at 7 and 9 p.m. on the network news. Do have a very blessed evening.
NTA2 Lagos Network Center, your reach out station. NTA2 Lagos Network Center, your reach out station.